everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, so we tried to have a morning coffee yesterday. I just want to be clear about this. We tried to have a morning coffee yesterday. We're basically going to be talking about the same thing. And apparently, also, there was a news conference. I think the news conference was yesterday. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the news conference was yesterday. And basically, it had to have been after my morning coffee. If it was yesterday, obviously. And basically, in the news conference, they break down the things that I was saying on the morning coffee. Once again, I know there's this narrative out there that I'm incompetent, I don't know anything, I'm wrong about everything, and every word that I say is a scam. But it's just absolutely God's will at this point, because I don't believe in miracles unless they come from the Most High. I don't believe anything happens outside of what the Most High deems is going to happen, whether it's positive nor negative. And I just want to be clear about this. I'm consistently correct with these assertions that I make about our political process and the politicians that are being elected into office. So with that being said, today we're going to talk about Joe Biden being impeached. Also, we're going to be speaking on Hunter Biden and him being indicted. These things are one and the same. I just want everybody to understand this. These are situations that are one and the same. These situations are not exclusive to mutual. These are not separate. This is the same damn things over here. So yesterday I was trying to break something down because I have been under the impression, if you've been paying attention to politics at all, I have been under the impression that sooner or later Joe Biden was going to be, they were at least going to attempt to go to the impeachment process. And I believe that one of the main reasons in which why they're pushing it this hard to go to the actual impeachment has to deal with the treatment of Donald Trump. I want to be clear on this. Often I speak about things that Democrats, Republicans do, politicians in general. And I want y'all to understand that often these politicians are all committing crimes. I'm constantly telling you this. But there is a agreement that they have with each other. Democrats and Republicans, they all have different kind of, unspoken agreements where there's certain things that I'm doing that's a little bit shady. You're not going to look into them. And there's certain things that this guy's doing that's a little bit shady. I'm not going to look into them. So there's certain kind of agreements that these guys have going on because they're all getting rich outside of politics. Politics don't pay you enough to go buy yachts every other year and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They got other interests going on the side. So what I'm saying, what I believe is happening and what's going to happen, and this is one of the main reasons why as soon as the indictment dropped and I saw it, I wanted to get to it. So we was discussing it yesterday, is they're 100% going to be going after Joe Biden, especially since we know that the impeachment is there. But real curious, do you remember when Joe Biden was initially elected and people was making jokes, yo, you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna end up mysteriously getting injured. He's not gonna be able to be president no more. They're gonna say that he's not mentally capable. His mental factories, because he's old and shit. And we look at him and we can see that there's something going on with Joe Biden. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. So just so we could be clear, there's always been, or at least since he's been elected, there was always the idea that this was some kind of backyard dealings that was being done. And what's the vice president's name again? Sheesh. I'm thinking about Yelena Belova. There's a long story. Oh man, Kamala Harris. Shout out to Kamala Harris. Real shout out, because I stumbled on her name. Real shout out, I stumbled on her name. I need a freaking, you know what I need? I need one of those. I could really go for one of those monitors that they use like in the newsrooms use, and then we could write out scripts. And I do not want to write out scripts. With that being said, it's enough of a duty. I got to write out scripts for other things, and it's really time consuming. Well, that's because I just started doing scripts for YouTube. It's really time consuming, and I can understand why there's channels that only put out one video a week, because we had certain content that we were scripting, and I'm not gonna lie to you, we couldn't put out more than one a week. It's a long story. I was scripting more than, anyway, neither here nor there. So there was always the assumption that Kamala Harris at one point or another was going to switch from vice president to presidency. And I just want to be clear about this. Right before the impeachment came down, right before the indictment of Hunter Biden came, more importantly, the indictment on Hunter Biden came first. Right before the indictment on Hunter Biden came down, what did they ask Kamala Harris in the interview? Are you prepared to take the reins if asked to be the president of the United States? They asked her that, didn't they? You don't think that that was curious? Have you seen them ask her that in any previous interviews? I haven't really seen that been a focus. Just so we can be clear, also, generally speaking, that isn't the type of thing that you will want to focus on. Focus on the actual current president not being able to finish their term. So that's not even something that you would want to focus on. So the fact that that was a question I was just recently asked, I find a little bit something going on over there. It's like you already know what's going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. And they are trying to make her look like she's a good candidate. But what I forgot is that when they was running for the presidency and she was an actual candidate, she got booted pretty quick. Wasn't nobody going for nothing that she was talking about, and everybody remembers who she is. Before I get back to the actual things that Biden is, and I have audio. I have something I want you to hear also. And before I get back to the actual Biden thing, I want to say something about Kamala Harris real quick. And this is not me attacking her. This is not me trying to talk crazy about her. I don't have a dislike for the woman as much as I understand that her political pushing, her political positions are things that I disagree with personally. I don't know her personally. I can't tell you that she's a good or a bad person personally. Now, due to the things that I've known that she's done in her actions as a in public office, I can say that I don't agree with the things that she did before she became the VP. And I can also say that since she's became VP, a lot of this is a little bit too late. A little bit too late. Because I want to be clear about something. Why do they wait until it's time for re-election to start doing things for black people? Somebody answer that for me? Because somebody answered that why they waited until it was time, because it's all campaign. You understand? This is the way that they're giving their campaign promises now. Get it? When they first got elected, who are the people that they took care of? It wasn't the black people, fam. It was other underprivileged minorities in America, with all due respect. And people outside of America that apparently want to give their children sex changes. I cannot get over that. I don't understand. I think that that's a mental disorder to want to give your child a sex change. I just think that that's a mental disorder. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to attack the LGBTQ community. I'm not trying to do any of that. I just think that it's a mental disorder to see a little child and decide that giving your child a sex change is okay. Giving any child a sex change is okay. I just think that that's a mental disorder. So the fact that these people are running our schools, I don't know how you would even want to send your child to school. I'm sorry. Everybody's mad at Florida. I'm going to say this because I want to talk about this yesterday. Everybody is mad at Florida, but I want to say something real quick. Yeah, I do know the reason why black studies are being pulled out of the Florida schools is because the Democrats was trying to push LGBTQ movements in the school, and that's actually what the Republicans initially started fighting against, right? So every time I see a black person say, yo, the Republicans don't want us to learn about the slaveries down there's in Florida's, I'm like, you don't even know what's going on. You came in the middle of the fight. You swinging at the wrong people. Why don't you ask the Democrats why they wanted to attach the LGBTQ community movement to the civil rights movements that involve basically and primarily black people? Why ask them why they wanted to attach the LGBTQ community movement to slavery? Ask them that. They attached all of that in the bill, fam. Ask them why they wanted to do that. Ask them why it was so important to attach the LGBTQ movement to slavery. Don't ask people why they don't want to teach the LGBTQ community shit in their schools. Because that's the question y'all busy asking. Oh man, they don't want to they don't want the kids to know about slavery. And the whole entire time, this was about taking those books out of the schools that's teaching kids how to jerk other kids off. You do know this, right? You do know this? So that's why when I see these people, whenever they say they're trying to take civil rights out of those schools in Florida, I understand what's going on. And I really try not to get into those conversations, because by me saying, you know what, I don't think I don't have a son, but I think if my son went to school in Florida, I wouldn't want them to be teaching him how to jerk other little boys off, or at the very least, you should try to do it at least once. I have a daughter. If my daughter was still in school, I wouldn't want her to go to a school where they'd be busy telling other little kids how to get her ready to be touched. I don't think that these books deserve to be in schools. So for the people that they don't really know what they're fighting for down there, that's what they're fighting for. The Democrats just attached slavery and the civil rights movement to all of that shit. I don't believe that that's civil rights. You do not have the civil right to teach a child about somebody else's child, mind you. Shout out to Kyra Knows, says Grand Rising. Salute. Just so we could be clear, I'm not on that time. So know what you're out here supporting, because people don't even know what they're supporting. They just see Donald Trump on one side and then immediately jump on the other side. They don't even know what they're supporting. They don't even have the slightest idea. So if this is something that you support, I get it. I'm not even mad at you. I mean, I'm mad at you, but for different reasons. Give me 1 second. Pardon me. I was thirsty. I need something to drink. Pardon me. Shout out to Kyra. She said, run those likes up. We got 41 people in the room. We would really appreciate it if we could get to 5 likes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm laughing at that. Because it's really ridiculous. But, you don't got to hit the like button. Fuck it. In any regard. Yeah, thank you for the view and thank you for the watch time. I don't ever expect anybody to hit the like button, to be honest with you. Appreciate the 4 people that did. So just so we could be clear also, this is one of the most important things to the Biden administration, apparently, making sure that we give children the opportunity to know or want to have a sex change. Apparently, this is extremely important to the Biden administration. This is probably, they put more money into the sex change for children thing than they've put into almost anything else. What up, Stars? Appreciate you. They put this wanting to give children sex changes money. Remember, they sent something like $50 million to Africa for the same exact thing. To give children, not even adults, like, it wasn't even to give adults. It was experimenting on giving children sex changes. All praises to the Most High. That's a fact. This is not cap, fam. It's in their bill. The bill that they put out, their first bill, the first State of the Union, the first time that they came out to let us know what they was gonna do with our tax dollars. This is not even this isn't a secret for anybody that think that I'm capping in any way, shape, or form. It was something like $50 million. It could have been more, actually. You remember we broke down the whole entire bill. They put another, I think, 25 million to the side to count some fish in the Gulf of Mexico. Y'all remember this, right? We broke the whole bill down, fam. Yeah, that we do stuff over here like that. We broke the whole bill down, fam. Let's get back to this Biden impeachment. I want to be clear about something. The reason why I had to put Hunter Biden's indictment is because I need to explain Hunter Biden's indictment for one moment. I thought I was going to get an opportunity to do it yesterday. I thought I was going to get the opportunity to do it yesterday, but I didn't want to just. This show got cut short yesterday. I decided I was gonna have a nice day. I didn't talk to damn near nobody. I spoke to a couple of my friends. There was another friend that I wish I would have spoke to. I had a friend actually invite me out to come hang out yesterday, but I was by myself and I was enjoying my day, so I decided to stay home. I was enjoying my day, so I said if I go outside, I know my day might get not enjoyable no more. So I stay home. With that being said, we got to talk about this Hunter Biden thing real quick. I'm going to try to just run through it. It's actually a really long conversation, but I'm going to try to run through it so we can get to the impeachment process content. All right. So basically, Hunter Biden had gotten indicted. What I need for y'all to understand is previously he had a deal that was on the table that he was doing with the U.S. District Attorney's Office. Or somebody's office. I think it was the U.S. District Attorney's Office. Salute Russell White. So basically, just so we could be clear, what happened was this. Listen and pay attention. There was 3 charges. One of the charges was the gun possession charges. The other charge was the felony because he put down some erroneous information, some purposely wrong information. If you write it on purpose is where the crime is. If it's by accident, some shit is by accident, it is what it is. But he purposefully put down some misinformation on a government document. That's a felony. And basically the government document was his, when he went to go get a gun license, he said that he was not a user of narcotics at that time, of any illegal narcotics. He actually was. Remember, he was very open about it. He was like smoking crack on Instagram or some shit. It was bananas. I don't know what to tell you. In addition to that, just so we can be clear, another thing is after he had received the weapon, after he had the weapon, he then had the gun in the same location with the narcotics. That's a whole nother crime. For everybody that don't know, generally speaking, when they find drugs together with guns, they just assume that you're a dealer and you have the gun there to protect the drugs that you're selling. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people, not just black people, but people in general, when they we need to fill up them dead prisons, that's another reason why they tack more time and they hit you more, because they're trying to say, even if you're not even, you could just, be a heavy user. Remember, when they found the gun and they drugs at YSL at a Young Thug's place, that was basically what their assertion was that he was a drug dealer, while Young Thug's attorney was busy putting it out there that these guys, he got a drug problem. He's a really big drug addict. He was not selling it in any capacity, in any regard. So those are the 2 crimes that Biden is being in trouble for, Hunter Biden, currently right now. There was a 3rd charge. So the government comes to Hunter Biden and they said, we'll give you a deal. Hunter Biden was only ready to do the deal if they let him off for all 3 charges. But the deal was this. The only way that they let him off for this charge right here is he basically had to become a witness for the government against his own father. He said, no, I'm not going to do that. So they said, fine, we'll give you the deal for this, but we're still going to charge you for this. Hunter Biden said, no, he's not going to take the deal for these 2 things. So that's why currently he got indicted for these 2 things. And the father's crimes right here that they wanted to get him to be able to testify to is when they just impeached Biden, because they would have preferred to impeach Biden when they had the testimony of Hunter Biden. But after they was sure that they weren't going to get the testimony of Hunter Biden, what do? The very next day? They say, we impeaching Biden. Shout out to Russell White. This is Blessed Friday. Smoking bowls of green, just tuned in for one of the great. Appreciate you. So, for everybody that don't know what's currently going on. So I'm about to let y'all hear an audio, but I just wanted y'all to understand the context. I want to give it context. I'm going to tell you people I don't trust. When somebody asks you a question but refuses to give you context, or don't want to give you context, or don't want to give context, like won't allow you, like they'll ask you a question that really isn't a yes or no question, but they'd be like, but yes or no though, but yes or no, but it really isn't a yes or no question. That's disingenuous of you. That means that you don't actually want to know a thing. That means that you want me to say a thing. Right? You don't really want to have a conversation with me. You want to try to get me to agree to things that you know that I don't agree to. You don't think that I'm wrong. You get it? That's called word games, by the way. A lot of people do them. Give me 1 second. What the fuck? In any regard, so that's just playing word games, just so we can be clear. So I'm gonna let y'all hear a thing real quick, and I need for y'all so y'all can understand what the impeachment is about. I just want you to have the information so you can understand yourself what the impeachment is about, and I'm gonna let you hear what the impeachment is about, and then we're gonna have a conversation. Then we're gonna be able to actually get into the conversation about the situation that's going on in the White House, because I want to be clear about something. I want to be clear about something. I want to be extremely clear about something. There is a lot going on. And if you listen to what the government is saying, the things that are going on was actually happening before Joe Biden actually got into office. And if you remember correctly, Trump actually said a lot of these things when he was running against Biden, and the Democratic Party came out. Is my camera looking clearer? I think my camera's looking clearer. Remember, my camera was not looking clear for a while. I think my camera is looking a lot clearer right now. In any regard, I'm gonna let y'all listen to what they have to say about the impeachment, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna have a conversation. I just want to make sure everything is. Just gotta make sure everything is connected. Give me 1 second. Why is this like that? What the fuck? All right, so we gotta just make sure everything's connected. Give me 1 second. And here we go. Also, I just want to almost put on rap music. Also, just so I could be clear, this is not me attacking the Democrats. This is me saying we live in a country and we need to, where we live at, we need to take care of as best as we can. So there's crimes that all politicians do, because sometimes to get shit done, maybe you got to go work with people you don't want to go work with. So politicians is consistently doing shit that they probably shouldn't be doing. Shout out to Arthur D. Glass. I gotta re-add you as a moderator. I made a mistake and did a thing the other day. Okay, man. Yeah, I fixed it. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna let you out. Yeah, because I did a thing. I accidentally don't worry about it. I made a mistake. I think I texted you about it. I might or might not have. All right, here we go right here. Listen to this.
Good morning, welcome back. I hope you all had a productive August. We certainly did as House Republicans, and we're ready to get back to work this September. Yesterday, as you know, Speaker McCarthy announced House Republicans intended to pursue an impeachment inquiry of Joe Biden. This is about transparency and answers for the American people, and ultimately accountability for what I believe will uncover the biggest political corruption scandal in our nation's history. For the past 8 months, through the course of our constitutional oversight duties, House Republicans have uncovered that Joe Biden has lied to the American people about his knowledge and involvement in his family's foreign business dealings, and that he has potentially committed multiple impeachable offenses. House Republicans' investigations have uncovered evidence showing Joe Biden repeatedly lied to the American people about his knowledge and involvement with his son's foreign business dealings. When Joe Biden was vice president, he joined dozens of Hunter Biden's business meetings by phone and in person. Detailed banking records show that the Biden family and their business associates received $20 million in payments from foreign actors in places like Russia, China, Ukraine, and Romania, including payments during Joe Biden's time as vice president. More than 150 transactions involving the Biden family and other business associates were flagged as suspicious activity by U.S. banks. And a highly credible FBI source alleges that Joe Biden received $5 million in exchange for pressuring for the firing of a Ukrainian prosecutor who was investigating the Ukrainian natural gas firm that Hunter Biden was on the board of Burisma. These are allegations of abuse of power, obstruction, and corruption, and they warrant further investigation by the House of Representatives, which is why the Speaker has directed the House committees to open a formal impeachment inquiry into President Biden. The American people deserve transparency, and this impeachment inquiry is an important next step to deliver transparency, facts, and accountability. We are returning, as I said, from very successful and productive August district work periods where members were able to discuss with their constituents our efforts to deliver on our commitment to America, an economy that's strong, a nation that's safe, a future built on freedom, and a government that's accountable. We heard firsthand about the problems facing our communities, including the destructive border crisis that is raging in my home state in New York. Over the August work period, I was proud to lead a bipartisan congressional delegation to the Indo-Pacific and spoke with government and military leaders from our key allies and partners in Japan, Singapore, and Thailand about the looming threat of communist China. Funding our military and bolstering our defense capabilities has never been more critical, which brings me to this week on the floor. House Republicans will tackle head-on passing our defense appropriations bill to count.
Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. I actually wanted to stop a little bit earlier, but I needed to do something real quick. I want to pay attention to something. Listen, pay attention. I need for you to really understand this. I'm going to say this the best way that I can. You do know that they just accused Joe Biden of taking bribes from actors from other countries. I'm not saying that is true, but they accused Joe Biden of when he was the VP, all the way back since when he was the VP, of taking bribes from actors from other countries. Hold on. Just don't forget that part. Because we spoke about this before. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember when Praz just got caught and went to jail? What was Praz accused of? Being a liaison for the Korean for North Korea or some other country, right? I forget what country it was. No, for the Philippines or some country. I forget what country it was. But he was accused of being a liaison. Guess who he was accused of being the liaison for? The Clinton administration. And pardon me, the Obama administration. So right now they're accusing Joe Biden of taking bribe money basically from other countries through actors. Y'all know who Zelensky is, right? The Ukrainian president. Y'all know he was like a former comedian, right? Actor or something like that, basically. These are all things that we spoke on. I just want to be clear on this, that I've been speaking real politics to y'all for years. This isn't fake politics. This isn't bias. I've been speaking real politics to y'all for years and bringing y'all actual real things going on for years. This is not bias. I am in no way biased. When you see me go after the Democrats, I'm going after the Democrats because I know something. Which app? My app? Which app? The Cash app? What you mean it's going crazy? Because people be trying to send me money, and you're not the first person to say this. Somebody else try to send $1 other than that dude, other than homeboy. You're not the first person to say that. But I don't never know if people is just trying to say that to stop the conversation or not. I don't never know what to think of it. Because somebody else try to send $1 to the Cash app and see if it worked, or 50 cents or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Also, I don't have my app open, so if you send it, I don't even think I'm gonna get the message, to be honest. All right. Also, I don't even have my app open. I usually have to open up the app, but I don't even have the app open. So it tells me, if it tells me, it tells me. I don't know. If it goes through, let me know, and then if it don't send it, then I'll go look because somebody else might be doing something. But let's get back to the show. Appreciate you for alerting me. So I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I don't have anything against. I don't have anything against the U.S. government helping other countries. I don't have anything against another country like the Ukraine needing assistance and the U.S. government helping. I have nothing against that. Zero things against that. If that's what's happening, just so we could be clear. If what's happening is Russia is being over-aggressive in the region and Russia is doing something that Russia is not supposed to be doing, if that is happening and we are then giving the U.S., we are then giving Ukraine help, I'm not against that. Also, the Ukrainian people don't have, that are suffering because of people's politics. My heart goes out to them. I don't care if they're racist or not, because I keep hearing that Ukrainians are racist. I know quite a few Ukrainians and they treat me okay, and I don't think that they're racist, so I don't know what you're talking about. Are they probably racist Ukrainians? Yeah, I know black people that don't like white people. And there's people of every religion, of every ethnicity that might not like people of a different ethnicity. It is what it is. It's called ignorance. It is what it is. But I'm not going to know, just because I know that they're racist people in that particular demographic, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to want for their people to be safe. And God says, first of all, to pray for your enemies. Star says Ukraine is in New York. Laugh out loud. They just saw them 4 days ago. Yeah, so I am for helping the people, any nation of the world. I'm for helping their people. You understand what I'm saying? Their people might not always match up with the politics. Oh, it did go through. No, it's going through, fam. Shout out to Hunter. He said he heard it. Now it's working, fam. That's not working on your end. Appreciate you, Brandon Hunter. If we get a couple of drops, maybe we go for a walk and go do something. Maybe we go for a walk. I don't know. I don't really feel like going outside, to be honest with you. But maybe we go for a walk. I go get like a blueberry muffin or some shit like that. And I go pick up some more. I won't get coffee, but I got coffee for the crib. But I will go pick up some more creamer from the supermarket, and we could go see what kind of deals they got going on over there. I like going through the supermarket so I can show deals, because I know that there's people that watch the show from around here, so I might be able to help you out so you know what some good deals are. So I like going into the supermarket and showing the deals, even though sometimes it's a little bit contentious. That don't mean that I don't want to help them. You know, even though it's a little contentious sometimes, that doesn't mean that I don't want to help them. You know? I don't know. I'm a different breed, fan. Anyway, so yeah, I think that we should help other countries. So I just want to be clear on this, because I'm going to say a lot that refers to the Ukraine. And I just want to be clear on this. I know quite a few Ukrainian people because of from where I live. And I know more that's so nice and kind to me than I've seen that don't be. That's what I'm saying. I know more that I've seen that are nice and kind. And there's Russian people that live out here, and they're generally nice and kind to me also. What up, you? So I'm about to say some things about the Democrat, but I do not want anybody to think that I have anything against actual help being given to the Ukraine. But I don't think the Ukrainian government should be happy with Joe Biden. I think, pardon me, the Ukrainian citizens should not be happy with Joe Biden. Because if what the government is saying is correct, Joe Biden actually and his friends actually helped create the situation that's happening in their country right now with it being invaded. Just so we could be clear, and if what the Democrats are saying is correct, not me. I mean, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I'm about to tell you what the Democrats said. So, and we have it on tape. They literally said this at a press conference. So I'm going to play a little bit of the press conference, and then I'm going to react to some of the press conference and what was being said. Yeah, Terrence Sutton. Shout out to Terrence Sutton. He says, now all y'all got egg on your face because y'all didn't believe Trump. But I said that. Hold on. Could I say something real quick? Shout out to Terrence Sutton. I want to point something out. If you notice, the things that I've been saying Trump has been right about is the things that Trump has been right about. He's probably been right about other things also. But the point in which I'm trying to make is when I'm pointing out that Trump is right about something, I'm not pointing it out because I like Trump. And I just want to point that out because I got into a whole back and forth with some idiot on the internet because the Democrats did something. And then I'm like, yeah, the Democrats messed up. And the guy was like, oh, you're a Trump lover. What the fuck is you talking about? I love our people. And when I say our people, I don't just mean black people. We are literally all in this together. There's only one war, and it's not against color. It's against God's will and the people that don't want God's will to happen. That's the only warfare. There is no other fight that's happening. When you see that, understand that there's certain things you're not going to pay attention to. Today, I wanted to talk about the Sexyy Red situation. Could we take one break from these politics to talk about Sexyy Red? Because it hits on this point. So I want to take one break. Sexyy Red should be in the title also, by the way. I want to take one break, and we at the 37-minute mark, and usually we go up to the 36-minute mark to talk about our content. And then after that, we do something else. But we're at the 36-minute mark, so we're going to take a short break. And I want to say something about Sexyy Red real quick. So Sexyy Red, there's a shootout, RIP to, and she literally wrote whoever that was. She tweeted out or put on Instagram, RIP to whoever that was. That was just so disrespectful. That man just lost his life at your video shoot. So two things happened in Broward County for everybody that don't know. There's a dude down there named Psycho Bob. He's locked up in jail. His mother was found unalived, like in a van or in a car. So somebody went, snatched up his mom's, took his mom's life. And in the matter of a day or two, Sexyy Red video shoot up gets shot up. For everybody that don't know who that Psycho Bob dude is, he spells it SYCO or SYKO or something. Shout out to Russell White with the $5 drop. He said, visit the Muffin Man. All right, we're going to walk outside. We're going to get some muffins, but let's get through this real quick. So I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. That whole energy, y'all about to start seeing a lot of these rappers that's putting out that deadly, dangerous energy, that energy that we need to not have in our community. Y'all going to see a lot of bad things happening around them as of late. Because what's happening is, for lack of a better term, chickens are coming home to roost. You're going to see a lot of negative things happening to these men and these women that are making this music that's convincing our youth to do foolishness. Shout out to all of the rappers that's trying so hard to keep hip hop alive. Yo, who's that chick that plays basketball for LSU? What up, Pancakes? You said it was a gas station across the street from the. I didn't say, just so we could be clear. I'm saying the energy that she creates has things happen around her. So I'm not saying that there was a connection that one person decided. I have not said that. If I have, please go back to the minute mark and tell me exactly what the words was I said and put the minute mark in here. Because I didn't say that there was a direct connection. I said because of the energy that they're creating, there's things that's happening around them. I think that you're mischaracterizing what I was saying. I'm not trying to argue with you neither. Did I say that? If anybody heard me say what Pancakes is saying, I'm saying, put it in the chat. With that being said, these negative things are just happening around them. It has to deal with energy that we project and put out into the universe, and it's what's coming back to us. What up to the Smoke Rebel? You understand? Now, with the Psycho Bob situation, the reason why I mention that is, first of all, you don't know for 100% sure that that's not what happened over there, because I'm talking about the energy that we're creating. Psycho Bob's locked up in jail. Somebody snatched his moms up and killed her. Now, you good, Pancakes? I'm not coming for you. It was just a misunderstanding, right? Maybe I said something that led you to believe that that's what I was saying, and I needed to be clearer. It's okay. I'm not beefing. It's the energy that we create. We got to create better energy around us. We got to stop being around people that's creating terrible energy. We got to stop wanting to always be at ends with each other, odds with each other, pardon me. We got to stop wanting to be at odds with each other. We have to sometimes try not to, it's okay to not be the smartest dude in the room. Guess what? When you're not the smartest dude in the room, that means that you got room for growth. That's actually a good thing. So it's okay not to be the smartest guy in the room. It's perfectly fine. It's okay to sometimes not know which way to turn and which way to go. That means that there's room for growth. And that probably means that the Most High at that moment is trying to teach you something. He's putting you in an atmosphere where you could accumulate something, knowledge or experience that you previously did not have. With that being said, let's get back to this conversation about Biden and his impeachment. Now, I want to be clear about something. If what they're saying about Biden is true, I have no idea when Troy Ave is going to go back to court. Somebody please let me know. I have no, shout out to Rugi House. I have no idea when Troy Ave is going back to court. Somebody please let me know. We will pull up. Let's see what let's listen to this real quick. We're going to go over certain parts of this.
Good morning, welcome back. I hope you all had a productive.
I was like loud early this morning by accident. I want to apologize to my neighbors. So I woke up at about 4 o'clock this morning, and I've been up ever since. So I kind of, it felt like it was like 9 o'clock. And then I realized it wasn't 9 o'clock. It was like 6. So I want to apologize to my neighbors. Oh, man, because I turned my music on. It was R&B and stuff like that, but it's still way too early for shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not a norm thing. It's like something I did like. I really wasn't paying attention. I feel so bad.
Good morning, welcome back. I hope you all had a productive August. We certainly did as House Republicans, and we're ready to get back to work this September. Yesterday, as you know, Speaker McCarthy announced House Republicans intend.
He got to go too. McCarthy got to go.
An impeachment inquiry of Joe Biden. This is about transparency and answers for the American people, and ultimately accountability for what I believe will uncover the biggest political corruption scandal in our nation's history.
I want to say something real quick. For all of the people who always talk about one of the big things they hate about Trump is his lack of transparency, I think that Trump was pretty transparent about most things. And then the few things that people didn't think he was transparent was they pretended like those were the biggest lies ever told. So I'm curious how the Democrats feel about their own president being transparent, and do they think that it's just a witch hunt? Because when Trump was being, they were saying Trump needed to be transparent. Trump was saying it was a witch hunt. They were basically saying if he didn't have anything to hide, what was the problem? Are they going to say the same things in regard to Joe Biden? I'm curious.
Past 8 months, through the course of our constitutional oversight duties, House Republicans have uncovered that Joe Biden has lied to the American people about his knowledge and involvement in his family's foreign business dealings, and that he has potentially committed multiple impeachable offenses.
Okay, so everybody that want to be clear about what she means by that is, before Joe Biden was even president, there was and Trump talked about this. You can go back to the debates. Go back to the Trump debates when he was talking about Hunter Biden. He not only called Hunter Biden a crackhead, he said he called it, basically said he had a drug problem. But he also said that Hunter Biden was in other countries, the Ukraine specifically, and while he was in the Ukraine specifically, they were over there basically laundering money, and he was doing things over there that they weren't supposed to be doing, and that there was going to be problems in that area if Biden was elected president. Trump said all of this during the debates, fam. Am I lying? Does anybody else remember this, or am I the only one that remembers this? Trump said all of this during the debates. He told people that Biden and his family is in bed with other countries. He said this. In any regard. Because, you know, if you go talk to a Tamika Mallory, or you go talk to a Myson, and I love these guys, don't get it confused. But if you go talk to these guys, they're just going to assume they're going to not want to talk about that. They're just going to, well, but Trump did this, and no, that's deflecting. We're not talking about what Trump did. We're going to agree everything you're saying about Trump is true, because we talk about Biden. That's what I want to do. I don't want to, every time we want to talk about how Biden is doing something Biden that isn't supposed to be doing, the first thing that comes out of people's mouth is some kind of shade at Trump. We don't care about that. That's not what we're talking about right now. You understand? I get it though. You rather try to have us get into an emotional conversation with you instead of talk about actual facts. No, I get it. I get it. I see it. In any regard.
Republicans' investigations have uncovered evidence showing Joe Biden repeatedly lied to the American people about his knowledge and involvement with his son's foreign business dealings.
Just so we could be clear, one of the things that Joe Biden did say that I remember is that he had nothing to do with whatever's going on with his son and foreign whatever the hell. And then when he got elected president, didn't he make his son a foreign affairs liaison officially? I could be wrong about this.
Joe Biden was vice president. He joined dozens of Hunter Biden's business meetings by phone.
So when he was in Obama's office, do you remember how I'm always telling y'all? Michelle Obama did more when Obama was in office than Biden did. How in the hell do y'all vote for this guy? Am I not the one that keeps saying Michelle Obama should have ran for the presidency? Am I not the guy that keeps saying that? But apparently I don't like black women because I don't agree with Kamala Harris. But I am the guy that keeps saying that Michelle Obama should have ran. But they're going to tell you that I don't like black women because I don't care for Kamala Harris. And just so we could be clear, I was saying Michelle Obama should have ran before Joe Biden got back into the race and ended up winning. The videos are still on Instagram, fam. All you got to do is look up whatever the February and January of that month was. That's all you got to do. Look up the February, January, and March of whatever that year was. Whatever that year was when everybody got locked up and had to stay inside. Whatever that first year was, looking at January, February, March, all we talked about was politics. We was in an election year. Hold on. Breaking news says, is there even a thing? Can a sitting president or a former president? First of all, if Joe Biden is found guilty of what he's going to be found guilty of, if he's found guilty of this, that could be treason. That's punishable by death. You do know the thing Joe Biden is accused of is way worse than the thing that Trump is accused of, right? You do understand this, right? They're basically accusing Joe Biden of starting the war that got Ukraine freaking invaded by Russia. Y'all do understand this, right? Like, this isn't, you do get this, right? They're basically saying that Joe Biden and Hunter Biden's interference in foreign affairs is leading to all types of different problems everywhere in the world. Trump, I believe, during one of the debates, literally said that if Biden wins, that there's going to be wars, or there's going to be a problem in the Ukraine and Russia specifically. I keep telling y'all the Democrats is dangerous. Every time I tell y'all that, all I hear is people talk about Trump. I don't like black people. It can't be that I just know what I'm talking about. It can't be that. Like, that can't be a possibility. I can't possibly know what I'm talking about because I'm not agreeing with the fucking Democrats. If Joe Biden gets impeached and then found guilty for these things, these are acts of treason. He was the vice president allegedly on illegal business calls with his son concerning foreign entities. Allegedly.
Investigations have uncovered evidence showing Joe Biden repeatedly lied to the American people about his knowledge and involvement with his son's foreign business dealings. When Joe Biden was vice president, he joined dozens of Hunter Biden's business meetings by phone and in person. Foreign business dealings. When Joe Biden was vice president, he joined dozens of Hunter Biden's business meetings by phone and in person. Detailed banking records show that the Biden family and their business associates received $20 million in payments from foreign actors in places like Russia, China, Ukraine, and Romania.
And just so we could be clear, you do know that Zelensky, the president of the Ukraine, he used to be a stand-up comedian or some shit. So he falls inside of the actor range. So listen to what they say right now. The current president of the Ukraine used to be like a comedian or an actor or something like that. Was a comedian, but I'm guessing they also did acting. We all know how that go. I don't want to hear, yo, he was a comedian, he wasn't an actor. Well, you know damn well all comedians is basically also actors. A comedian nowadays is just the different brand of whatever actor you actually are. Just so we could be clear. Listen to what she says again.
Business dealings. When Joe Biden was vice president, he joined dozens of Hunter Biden's business meetings by phone and in person. Detailed banking records show that the Biden family and their business associates received $20 million in payments from foreign actors in places like Russia, China, Ukraine, and Romania, including payments during Joe Biden's time as vice president. More than 150 transactions involving the Biden family and other business associates were flagged as suspicious activity by U.S.
Breaking news says they're going to say Biden isn't fit to go to trial. He isn't. He literally isn't. He isn't. He's not fit to go to trial. He's not fit to go to trial. He's not. Dude, you've seen him. He's not fit to go to trial. That would be accurate.
Banks. And a highly credible FBI source alleges that Joe Biden family and other business associates were flagged as suspicious activity by U.S. banks. And a highly credible FBI source alleges that Joe Biden received $5 million in exchange for pressuring for the firing of a Ukrainian prosecutor who was investigating the Ukrainian natural gas firm that Hunter Biden was on the board of Burisma. These are allegations of abuse of power, obstruction, and corruption, and they warrant further investigation by the House of Representatives, which is why the Speaker has directed the House committees to open a formal impeachment inquiry into President Biden. The American people deserve transparency, and this impeachment inquiry is an important next step to deliver transparency, facts, and accountability.
So I just want to be clear about something. I don't want anybody to understand what's being missing here. Okay. So basically, I promise you, the people who are impeaching him and the people who want him to go stand trial or whatever the case is, this isn't their end-all be-all. This isn't their end-all be. He does have a Secret Service detail. Hunter Biden should. This is not their end-all be-all. This is how they get in the door. How they're going to get in the door is showing that there was a relationship between the Ukraine and Biden previously, before this war and everything broke out. What they're going after is the monies that Biden is sending to the Ukraine. Pardon me. But they're going after the monies that Biden is sending to Ukraine. Also, I want to say this, and I want to be clear about this, and I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. They tried to make payments off. Biden administration tried to make payments off. What do you think that is when they go spend a whole bunch of money on tanks and shit like that? Those are payments back to people who generally the Republicans support. Since when do the Democrats ever? They want to defund the police, fam. They want to defund the army, fam. The Democrats want to take. They don't think that the people that protect us need to have good equipment. They defund the army. Where the law at, fam? The Democrats is always trying to take money from the army, and then they don't even try to give it to the people. They want to give it to like planting trees and some stupid shit. They just want to take the money from the army and put it into a big collective pot over here so they could dip their fingers in it, and that's what I believe. I could be wrong. So basically, they're trying to say that when Obama was in office, and if you don't think that this is another way that they're going to be able to attack Obama, then you got that totally wrong. They're also going for Obama on this one because they're going to put Obama in a situation where he's just going to have to just back all the way away from Joe Biden. Once Obama has to back all the way from Joe Biden, then he has no protection from the black community. I don't even understand why y'all believe that Biden is worthy of us even treating him like he's invited to the fucking picnic. I want to the cookout. Please, somebody explain to me why Biden is invited to the cookout. Somebody explain this shit real quick. So he was the lucky Caucasian dude that was able to get on the ticket with the first recognizable black president. That's what happened. So no matter which Caucasian guy would have got on that ticket, they would have been invited to the freaking the cookout. I'm just asking, fam.
You're returning, as I said, from very successful and productive August district work periods where members were able to discuss with their constituents our efforts to deliver on our commitment to America, an economy that's strong, a nation that's safe, a future built on freedom, and a government that's accountable. We heard firsthand about the problems facing our communities, including the destructive border crisis that is raging in my home state in New York. Over the August work period, I was proud to lead a bipartisan congressional delegation to the Indo-Pacific and spoke with government and military leaders from our key allies and partners in Japan, Singapore, and Thailand about the looming threat of communist China. Funding our military and bolstering our defense capabilities has never been more critical.
Why is it that the Democrats' way of stopping people from doing violence is to take away people's ability to protect themselves? Democrats believe if guns didn't exist, people didn't kill each other. So you're trying to say back in the Stone Age, people didn't kill each other? So you're trying to say back in feudal Japan, people didn't kill each other? So you're saying back during the Mongolians period of time where they just reigned over, that nobody killed each other? So what we need to stop is this idea that guns is the problem, because guns really isn't the problem. Mental health issues is the problem. Oppression is the problem. Racism is the problem. Ignorance is the problem. Jealousy, envy, those are the problems. Hate, those are the problems. Now ask yourself why the Democrats don't want the people to be able to protect themselves from the government. That's the question you should be asking yourself. Y'all hate the Republicans, but the Republicans' whole thing is we want you to be able to protect yourself from the government. The Democrats is busy saying, oh, you guys is doing so much harm to yourselves. You know what? You don't need no protection from the government. You need protection from yourselves more than you need protection from the government. So we're just going to take all of your guns away. Like criminals aren't going to consistently find ways to get weapons. Shout out to Russell White with the $2 drop. He says, whatevers. Let's get ready to go walk and go get a blueberry muffin, I guess, or get something. I'm thinking, what should we go out to get? I got to go to a place that they can't call and harass, apparently, as everybody knows. I guess I'll go get a blueberry muffin. I'll think about it. I'm going to think about it. We're going to sit and wait a little bit longer. I really don't feel like bullshit today. Maybe we go and make sure Enemans ain't on sale first. If Enemans, we're gonna check and see if the Enemans is on sale first, because I really want them cinnamon rolls, but they haven't been on sale. I've been checking. I maybe missed the day, but they haven't been on sale for like 2 months or some shit. They don't go on sale no more. All right. It's not, I want to have a good day. That's all. I just want to have a good day. And I just want to have a good day. That's all. And I literally have people following me around trying to make sure that my day is terrible. So I want to have a good day. So just generally speaking, the least people I come into contact with, the better. Give me 1 second. And nobody believes me, apparently, that I have people following me around trying to ruin my life. So that makes it kind of worse. We're going to go check out the Enemans. If the Enemans is on sale, we're going to cop those. I really want some. Nah, we'll get the... I've been inside. I've been having I had a great day yesterday. I don't know how to explain it. Did not go outside. Had a great day. Yesterday was absolutely spectacular. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Did not go outside, but yesterday was spectacular. One of the best days of the year. Only had to go outside like once or twice. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. What is the charger on this? I am not staying outside. I'm leaving the charger here on purpose, so I don't even have an option. There you go. I don't even got an option. I'm not even bringing the charger. So we got to go to where we going and come back. Don't got a choice. Get my keys. No choice. Change so I can put it in the thing. Go get the money. Been up since like 4 o'clock this morning. I didn't even know what time it was. I got I've been going to sleep dumb early. I think I went to sleep yesterday like 8:30, something like that. I could have woke up later, but I don't think so. I think I went to sleep last night like 8:30. I be like, yo, fuck all this shit. I'm having a good day. I'm gonna go to sleep immediately. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix my clothes. That's real shit. That's real shit, fam. I was having a good day yesterday. I said, the day is amazing. I'm going to sleep immediately. I went to sleep like 8:30. That's how I do it now. I'm like, shit, today was a pretty good day. I gotta get up out of here. Anyway, let's talk about this Democrat bullshit real quick. All right, so I want to be clear about this. I want there to be no misunderstanding. Where I believe this is going, I could be wrong, obviously, but we do color politics decent over here. Obviously, I'm not a savant or anything, but I'm pretty decent at covering politics. And I've called quite a few different things in the future. Previously, I've called quite a few different things. I believe that this is a way that they're going to try to say that Biden is in bed with people who actually created or caused for the situation in the Ukraine to break out. That's what I believe. Good morning. That's what I believe. What do I know? I'm not 100% sure. But I believe that that's what it is. I believe that that's where they're going with it. I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. But I believe that's where they're going with it, because that's where the logical place to go with this is that he also, Trump actually was accusing them of this previously also, and that's the point I was trying to make. Yeah, it's nice out here. It's nice. It's always nice outside, fam. Just, I don't get like, it's just not good for me. But the rest of y'all, I encourage. Y'all should come outside and enjoy the day. It's just not necessarily a good idea for me. For everybody else, it's a fucking beautiful idea. It's a nice day outside. Anyway, so basically that's what they're being accused of. And it's wild because they're accusing them of doing a lot of this shit when Obama was in office. So this might be also a way for them to be able to attack the Obama administration, because Trump has always had a hard on for Biden. Pardon me, Obama. Trump has always had a hard on for Obama, and that's actually one of the reasons why a lot of people didn't like Trump. And not for nothing, if I was one of those people that was out here thinking that Obama did a great job, I wouldn't like Trump either. I don't think Obama did a great job. I think he did an okay job. There's worse presidents that I had to live through. I think he did an okay job. I don't think it stands out as anything to me. Like, I don't think he did anything particularly special. I think him doing the medical thing, the Obamacare thing, so I give him a pass on a lot of shit personally. Yeah, I give him a pass on a lot of shit because the Obamacare was, like, he helped a lot of people. At that time, I needed it also. So he helped a lot of people with the Obamacare situation. So I give Obama a pass on a lot of shit, but I don't think he was particularly a great person. I think he was okay. I don't particularly think he was great. That's my opinion, though. I think I'm wrong. I think he was an okay president. I think the Obamacare thing was I just really, really agree with that. So I give him a pass on a lot. What up, homie? How you doing this morning? You chilling? That's a fact. Always blessing. All right? That's the homie right there. That's my point, but you never know what Russell said. Wait, let me reread everything. I don't want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I hope I didn't miss do your point. A hurricane. Shout out to okay, copy. I'm not gonna read what you wrote. Shout out for the $2 drop. Appreciate it. Also appreciate the fact when they come like that. Like, if I say something that you like or agree with, and you just want to drop $2 or $3, that's perfectly fine. Like, just so we can be clear, because I think many people are under the impression that when you do donations to a page, you got to drop 100 or 10 or 20. You can drop $2 or $3, man. It's just sometimes people try to throw insults, so they'll drop it like the lowest number to like insult you. Take it however you take it. All right, so first we're gonna go see if we could get some Intimates on sale. If not, we're just gonna go get a blueberry muffin from Dunkin' Donuts. I love their blueberry muffins, but I want the Intimates. There's this other fucking paper is about to fly in. So there's this other store that I go to because I'm always checking to see if somebody got them damn things on sale. Let me order these shits. So I'm gonna check real quick. We're not looking for nothing else, just that. There's nothing else we're looking for. Anyway, let's walk this way. So as far as Biden is concerned, that's what I think they're trying to attach him to. We already know that him and his son, they've been being accused by at least by Trump of doing a lot of stuff that they weren't supposed to be doing as far as foreign affairs is concerned. So I don't know. We see what happens. Trump's been accusing them of stuff all the time, and people just keep saying he's lying because they just don't like him. That's what you do. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. I hope you're doing well also. Yeah, so just only the cookies is on sale. All right, we're gonna try getting them all. I don't know. It depends on. We're gonna either try to get them tomorrow, or I'm gonna try the other spot. Yeah, try to get them all, or I'm gonna see the Intimates guy, and I'll just ask him again when the Intimates go on sale. Fucking Intimates, man. Oh, these shits is on sale too. I'd be buying the shit out of these. The fucking oatmeals right here. I like these shits too. This is just snack food to me. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, whenever I can, get snacks like oatmeal and shit like that. I prefer those type of snacks. Anyway, go. Alright, so we're gonna go get blueberry muffins. I want some enemies. I ain't lying to you. Then we're gonna get back to the crib before somebody can start an irrational argument with me and play victim. So that's what we doing. We're gonna get over here to the fucking, get a blueberry muffin. Then we're gonna get back home. Somebody can start an irrational argument with me and then pretend like I'm doing something to them. Fuck this shit. Anyway, my life is different, fam. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So what we doing? So as far as Biden is concerned, also, if there's anything else y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. We've been on here for a minute. We could talk about some other content. Anything else y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Come on, we good? That's my point. You never know. Yeah. So as far as the Biden thing is concerned, I think they also trying to go after Obama. That's another point that I'm trying to make. I believe that this is also going to be an attack on Obama. Remember, if he's doing shit during the Obama administration, what do you think is going to happen? You don't think there's going to be people that's going to say that we need to look a little bit deeper? We need to know how much of this could, remember, not did, could we reasonably assume Obama knew? Yeah, dude, they got people walking around trying to start arguments with me and then pretending like I'm doing something. What the fuck? So no matter what happens, I'm wrong. If I fight, I'm wrong. If I don't fight, I'm wrong. If I argue, I'm wrong. If I don't argue, I'm wrong. I don't want to be no parts of that. Yeah, I don't want no part of that. Fuck that shit. I could go listen to music. No, just, I could sit in the house with nothing. Just nothing. Just total silence. That's a better time. What the fuck? I actually enjoy my own company like a motherfucker. And this is deja vu. Anyway, I enjoy my own company like a motherfucker, man. I promise you. With that being said, wait for them to also be able to go after Obama. Remember, Trump has been wanting to go after Obama this whole entire time. He basically was making like almost his whole entire campaign anti-Obama the first time in which he ran. And that's, I believe, one of the real reasons why a lot of black people don't like him. That's why I believe a lot of people actually don't like him. You know? And I'm gonna say this much. When I saw him attacking Obama, I do think a lot of the shit he said was wrong. I do think a lot of the shit he was saying was just shit that the Republicans wanted, because he knew that Republicans was gonna get behind him. So, nah, I don't agree with the shit he was saying about Obama. Don't say that I do. Him fucking with the healthcare, Obamacare, that was terrible for us. But he didn't strip it and destroy it and make it unusable and incomprehensible. He just tweaked it so they could say that it wasn't what it was previously. You understand what I'm saying? But what people also don't understand is that whole concept and idea of Obamacare, they already was doing in Massachusetts, and that was started by a Republican. Just so we could be clear for the individuals that don't know. So that whole idea, that whole concept, everything in which they was doing was already a thing that was supposed to be done. Somebody, we're on a good thing, they was yelling at me. Fucking Lee, you gotta get home, fam. just some people that was yelling. Man, I gotta get home, fam. I don't got time for this. I don't know what's going on, man. Especially, I'm gonna tell y'all what it be so you can really understand what I'm trying to explain. Most people that are upset at me ain't upset at me because of anything that I've done. I haven't done anything. They're just mad at me. So they'll get upset at me and they'll get into some kind of yelling contest with me about a thing that I don't know anything about and that I wasn't a part of. You understand? So I don't want to deal with that. What the fuck am I going to be standing around trying to explain to you that I didn't do something or that the thing that you know is wrong or think that is wrong, whatever the fuck. You're not going to believe me anyway. What the fuck? Yeah. Ain't gonna believe me anyway. The fuck? Yeah, that's why I be like, fuck that shit. That's why I be like, fuck that shit. Oh, and dude that just rolled past me, he was from Seagate. Shout out to that black dude from Seagate. The dude that just honked at me. Sheesh. Shout out to him. Garrett. Alright. Yeah. It's not everybody, just so we can be clear. It's just that they are people though that are just walking around looking for me. That shit is just like, what the fuck? You don't got nothing better to do? What the fuck, man? Anyway, sheesh, bananas. Anyway, I don't talk to nobody. I don't know what anybody is saying about me, by the way. Just so we can be clear. I purposely try to never talk to anybody at all, at any day, without except for hi and bye. I just be polite to people and keep it pushing. That's it. That's the only conversations I'm trying to have, because people want to argue with me over nothing. I don't want to argue. The fuck? Alright. Hold on, I gotta go to another app. We'll be right back. There we go. Nah, man, those guys is busy putting up shit in my neighborhood to tell everybody they gotta hate me. So so everybody walk around all day talking about how much they hate me and being fucked up to me, you know what I'm saying? Can I get a blueberry muffin, please? Yep. And I don't do nothing but be polite and nice to everybody. So I'm like, fuck it, if that's what it is, that's what it is, man. What you gonna do about that? Some random weirdos on the internet that talk about Satan all day told you to not like me and you agreed. That's on you, fam. That's not on me. Thank you. Yeah, that's on you, fam. That's not on me. There's nothing I can do about that. All they doing is, they know that I'm a good guy. So all they doing is they trying to make people act in a way so I don't want to talk to nobody. So therefore I can't, good morning, so I don't help promote nobody. I'm not friendly. But in reality, it's people not being friendly to me. But they want to make it look like I'm not being friendly to people. But in reality, it's just people being fucked up to me everywhere I turn. You understand? But they want to make it look like I'm doing stuff to people. You understand? But I'm not doing nothing to nobody. I'm minding my fucking business. That they just want everybody to hate me. So they go around in every business, try to get everybody to hate me. Yeah, so that's what they do. Pardon. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Told y'all. I just live a different life, man. It is what it is. Watch out for that. Someone on the floor, like right over there. I don't want you to roll through by accident. All right. Yeah, nah, I'm just regular, man. anyway, we're gonna get back to the crib immediately. Fuck. I'm just more surprised that everybody falls for it. Like, you see me walking around every day, see I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm just surprised so many people fall for it. Because I promise you, once you treat me like shit, I'm going to be okay with it. I'm going to be like, okay, fuck it. And it's not going to fuck with you ever again. Ever. So you're not even going to be able to tell me that it was a mistake, or you're not going to be able to tell me, because I'm just not going to fuck with you. I'm not going to be concerned. It's not going to be something I care about. It says a lot about your character to me. What else? What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Remember, just everybody remember, I'm always trying to share my platform. I'm always trying to be polite to people. Y'all see it. I'm always trying to share my platform. I'm always trying to be polite to people. And y'all also see me getting cursed out and being disrespected constantly for no reason. Didn't even do nothing. Y'all all see it. I'm not doing nothing, fam. I'm just really just minding my business. I'm really just a nice guy. I'm really just a nice guy, man. It's not an act. I'm not playing. I'm not tricking nobody. I'm really just a nice guy. Got these people want to kill me. I got those people want to kill me. Got these other people that want to. I'm really just a nice guy. It's not even doing nothing to nobody. What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. I can't really see your comments right now. The sun is like dead to my back. When the sun is to my back like this, I can't see the screen that well. Or when the sun is shining like this in general, I can't see the screen that well. But when the sun is to my back, I kind of can't see it at all almost. Y'all can wait for us to get back to the crib, and then I'm going to be able to sit down and focus a little bit better. Or where I can focus better when we stand the tripod up. But generally speaking, I don't have the same focus when we're walking. So that's why usually when we're walking, I just be bullshitting for the most part. Damn near $10 without the deal. It's damn near $10 without the deal. It's not that they not worth it, but you know, my budget, it ain't saying that I can spend that $10 on it. That's all I'm saying. If it was, just so we could be clear, if my budget was saying I could do it, I'd do it. But my budget is saying that I can't spend $10 on some damn 6 cinnamon rolls. Especially how fast I eat them bitches. That shit's gonna be gone in a day, fam. I promise you. Love them shits. Oh man. What y'all want to talk about, man? Put it in the chat. Talk about whatever. I don't care. Except for anything involving me. I gotta say that shit. That don't even make sense. Yeah, if I get home. I got some good progress on a couple of projects I was working on yesterday. I might just sit in the house all day and work on some more projects, man. Okay. Fuck it. That's why I can't wait to get my shit all the way back up. When I get my shit all the way back up, and I don't have to come outside at all no more, I'm never coming outside. I'm gonna be sitting in my crib working on my fucking computers, man. I'm telling you. shit done. I'm never gonna come outside. I promise you. It's not even a choice. Why do you think I got almost... What's up, my brother? Why do you think I got 5.5 fucking videos on YouTube right now? You was putting out like 20 videos a day at one point, damn near. What the fuck? I was putting out 10 videos a day. 10 a day, fam. I think I got so many fucking videos on YouTube. They just lying to you when they tell you that I don't work hard. I'm putting out damn near 1,000 videos a fucking year. How am I not working hard? The fuck? Do you know how many? I don't even want to get into it. 1,000 videos a damn year, damn near. But I'm not working hard. Alright? How? Let me see y'all put out a fucking 1,000 videos in 1 year. And most of those be edited. Not even live streams. Edited. The disrespect is just crazy, man. It is what it is, though. And for the people that say I'm capping, go check. I got over 5.5 thousand videos, paid videos right now. So that means I'm putting out what, 600 videos, 700 videos a fucking year? But I'm lazy though. There's only 365 good morning. There's only 365 days in a year, by the way. By the way, I'm doing this. When I'm not doing this, I'm not doing nothing no more. This is what I do. I do this. I do this and more. If it's not inside of the scope of what I'm doing right now, then I don't do it. Good morning. Copy? So don't come try to convince me to change my fucking career path. I don't care about none of that. I promise you I don't, and I promise you I'm not, and I don't care what the consequences are. I'm not even gonna tell you what kind of price I'm ready to pay. The whole community don't know everybody. These guys is just trying their hardest to get everybody to do what I'm telling you. You understand? I missed a lot of comments. When we get into the crib, I'm gonna look them over. I told you what they trying to do. So everybody don't know. It's not even that everybody don't know everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody ain't on this time that these dudes is pretending people are on. Have they tricked some people? Why not? But how often do you see me walk through my neighborhood and people say hi to me? You really believe everybody is on these people time? Come on, fam. Stop. And for the people who are, what the hell do I care? What the fuck? I'm not even looking to really talk to anybody. I say certain things and I understand why other people don't understand. Y'all got people that love y'all, you know? So I understand that there's things that I'm gonna say that people don't get. But don't forget, you got people that care about you. You got people that love you. I don't really got that. And I've really never had that. So my perceptions of life and the importance of different things is just different. You understand? I've never really had that. I don't have loving people in my life. I don't have that. That's not something I have. That's not something I've ever had. I've just had people that pretend like they care and then try to use that pretending to manipulate. That's it. I've never actually had that. So I'm on a different type of time than most. When I tell you that I fuck with you, when I tell you that I care about you, when I tell you that I love you, that shit is as sincere as it could ever be, fam. Because I start off from a place of love 100% of the time. I promise you. I don't start off from a place of I start off from a place of love 100% of the time. When you first meet me, that's where I start off from. I started from a place of love. I don't start off from a place of, I want to get to figure it out. I start off from a place of, God put you on this earth like God put me on this earth. He says to love one another. So I want to love you more than I want to find out whether you're worth loving, because we're all worth loving. So when I see you, when I meet you, I'm going to always try to, like, pay attention to the things that make you important, make you special, that make you different, that make you somebody. Those things are important. I'm not meeting nobody and trying to figure out, why I shouldn't like them, or why I should have an issue with them, or why I should have I'm not meeting people in that energy. You understand? That's just not me, fam. I meet you, I wanna know why. I'm looking for the reasons why I should be loving you, why I should be caring about you. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for all of your problems. That's crazy. But that's how they got people thinking nowadays. When they meet people, they want to say, oh, let me see what's so wrong about them. Instead of meeting somebody and saying, what qualities do they have inside of them that I appreciate? People just rather look for anything wrong with you. I talk about God all day, and I still got people trying to point out any little tiny thing that could possibly be wrong with something that I'm saying or doing to facilitate why people should hate me and want me dead. Think about that for a moment. Hold on a second. Yeah, so my life a little bit different than most. Why the fuck is this shit crooked? I might make another coffee. I've drank way too much coffee this morning. But I drink it in small cups. Like I got a regular size coffee cup. Like I don't have like one of them giant jumpers. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna read your comments. I'm gonna come back and read your comments. Like y'all see these people harassing me and sending people to harass me and everything else. But people are still gonna say I'm paranoid. Like this shit ain't really happening. Like you don't see it happening in real time. But they're gonna tell you I'm paranoid. The same people that's sending the individuals after me. The same people that's sending the people after me is gonna tell you I'm paranoid, and people be agreeing. Yo, nah, that nigga's paranoid. They ain't nobody, but you see the people doing the thing, but you still think it's paranoia, copy. I got you. So you hate me too. No, I get it. Star says, I don't promote violence, but if they play with my name, I'm retaliating. You just don't know who I used to be to understand why I can't. The main person that's behind all of this shit, he know people that know who I used to be. He don't know me, but he know people that know who I used to be. You understand? They just trying to get me sent to jail. You understand? They trying to get me sent to jail or get me, like, you know what I'm saying? So I can't, you understand? But I get it, you don't get it, because you don't know. Yeah, you get it? So you don't know. Anyway, what y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. As soon as y'all stop sending donations, these niggas pulled up. Y'all figured? Y'all get that yet? They literally told you that I'm paranoid and you see them sending people after me. That's one. Two, my father can't confirm anything to you. So you're trying to tell me that my family is helping you come do all of this evil shit that you're doing to me? That just gives me more reason to prove why I don't talk to them. Just for the fact that you could say something like that and it's believable is enough for me. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it into the chat, man. I don't want to go nowhere, but if those are the only people talking to me, I'm going to bounce. I'm just letting you know what it is. If the rest of y'all going to talk, then I'll stay. But if those are the only people that's talking, I'm bouncing. I'm going to eat this and then fucking leave. I'm going to eat this and then we're going to decide. I'm going to go work on a project. The fuck? This I could freestyle. Not freestyle. I get the information, I give it to you. I gotta write a script for the other stuff I'm trying to do. And those pages don't even have subs yet, so I gotta build them up all the way from the ground. So it don't make sense for me to stay here if I'm not doing any, nobody fucks around. The dude sounds like a joke. I would warm it up and add some butter because that's when it's best, and you're right, 100% Kyra knows. You know what? I'm going to take your advice. Definitely makes it better. You are correct, Kyra knows. Appreciate you. I wasn't alive, I wouldn't have none of these problems. That's my problem. That's the only real problem. None of these problems. We had these problems because I'm alive. Sooner or later, my wishes will be granted, all of my problems will go away. You know what? If I'm going to do that, I am going to make a little bit more. Why not? Also, so y'all know why that was the win? I'm pretty sure I gotta kick somebody, right? Oh, also, so y'all know why that's the win. For some strange reason, when you microwave these shits, these Dunkin' Donuts blueberry muffins, they get softer and tastier, especially if you put the butter on it. I don't got no way to explain it. It don't even make sense. It tastes like a totally different muffin, fam. it tastes fresh. Like, so, because you know it's not fresh. They don't make Dunkin' Donuts at the facilities no more. They stopped doing that a long time ago. They don't got the time to make the donuts guy no more. That nigga retired. So now they deliver the shit already. Oh, fuck up. They deliver the shit already pre-made. Yeah, they deliver the shit already pre-made. And it's like when you microwave them, it's like you get it all the way back, like, because you know, I don't know how to explain it. Just do it. Buy a blueberry muffin, split it in two, put some butter on both sides, microwave it. I promise you. So yeah, she right. Dead right. It tastes different. I don't even know how to really explain it to you. But it's definitely way more different, way more fluffy, like really good. Coincidentally enough, I used to always keep, and I'm just throwing this out there, I used to always keep iced tea in the crib. Like I used to always have like iced tea or lemonade. I used to always have iced tea or lemonade. Like homemade. Like I make this shit. I never really was a real big soda juice guy. Alright, got everything. Alright. What we talking about? Yeah, I added that. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Oh, you call them floozies? Yes. I was like, is this guy calling me a floozy over here? What's happening? What y'all want to talk about? Put in the chat. We can stay on the politics or we can move to something else. But just so we can be clear, I'm going to say something about the Florida thing. The shooting that happened with what's her name happened across the street across the street at a gas station. If you've ever been to a video shoot, you know that does mean that they most likely was involved with the video people, right? Like that still has something to do with her. Like I don't know how many of y'all ever been to a video shoot before, but to say that there was a shooting next to the video shoot, but it had absolutely nothing to do with the video shoot, is kind of crazy. Somebody said that earlier, but I wasn't trying to attack them or go at them. But I just wanted to point that out. Like, have y'all ever been to an actual video shoot before? You think there's violence happening around the video shoot that don't have nothing to do with the people that's at the video shoot? It's a little bit, different. Shout out to Dunkin' Donuts. These are incredible. And I went to sleep last night like around 8:30, so that's why we didn't have like 8:39. That's why there was no Tonight Show. I had a homeboy that was gonna come through, pick me up. We was gonna go hang out, and we didn't because I was gonna actually do the Tonight Show, which I ended up not doing. But we might be hanging out this weekend. I might be taking you out to a car show. Oh, so now Texas is building a border wall? So that wasn't involved. Wait, hold on. Texas is building a border wall, so that has nothing to do with Trump. That has everything to do with Biden, or was this already something that Trump and them had already had gone into play? Because that's wild. How nobody else thinks it's wild. How the Democrats made fun of Trump, talking about he's xenophobe. He's a xenophobe. That because he wanted to build the border wall. Then as soon as hold on a second. Does anybody else think it's weird that when Trump wanted to build the wall, they said he's xenophobic this, he's xenophobic that, all type of different racism, xenophobic this and this and that. But now Trump isn't in office no more, but they're still, pardon me, but they're still co-signing more of the wall being built. Why would they do that? Wasn't they against it because Trump was xenophobic? Or they're just hating on Trump and stealing his ideas? I'm just asking. Because Democratic people who vote, the voters, the people who are not the politicians, are always telling me about this about Trump, that about Trump, all of this crazy shit about how Trump's a liar, Trump wants to destroy our country, destroy our nation. But it seems like almost everything that Trump was either trying to do or doing, the Democrats are now doing themselves and rebranding. Tell me where I'm wrong. It seems to me like they're rebranding a lot of the Trump shit and doing it themselves. Yeah, shout out to Dunkin' Donuts. I said it first. Yeah, shout out to Dunkin' Donuts. The government is funding it. Yeah, so what in the hell, fam? I need somebody to explain this to me. So when Trump tries to do something, the Democrats condemn it. And then as soon as Trump isn't able to do it, they do it and say that it's the next best thing. So that's how it clear? That's what's happening? And people are falling for it? But if I call those people idiots, somebody is going to get mad at me. Coincidentally enough. So y'all going to act like y'all don't remember when Trump tried to give the first stimulus checks and the Democrats don't try to do everything to block it? And then Trump tried to give second checks and the Democrats was doing everything to block that? Y'all forgetting that Trump wanted to give more money, but the Democrats blocked that? So everybody's forgetting all of this stuff. This is stuff that we just going to act like didn't happen? I'm asking for you guys. I'm asking for my friends, for you guys. If y'all want to donate to the page, or you just want to slap a hater, you can pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. Even if you just want to slap a hater. So I'm curious. So nobody else, everybody thinks that that's okay? Why? Because you consider the Democrats to be the black party? But is Democrats really the black party, or did Democrats become the black party after the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King? Somebody look up when Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated. What year was that? 60 what? Wait, what year was that? I'm not even going to say a year. I have a year in my mind, but I don't think it was 68. What year was it? And somebody come back with the answer that I know, so it's a one I could trust. What year was Dr. Martin Luther King assassinated? Late 60s, early 70s, right? I don't have the slightest idea. I'm asking you guys. It was in Memphis. I know that much. He's at the hotel giving a speech. Okay, so Stars is waving at me and call me a little bitch. Okay, I appreciate you. And I'm assuming that you were with the other guys anyway. Oh, you're not? So I don't know what that's about. 68. I was right. I knew. Somebody else go look it up too, because I don't know this guy. Oh shit, I was right. I told you. And that's when I'm not sure about shit. Oh man. I was thinking 68. I don't even know how I came to that number, to be honest with you. But I was thinking, I don't know how I came to that number. I just came to that number. Oh, that's the slap in the face. Oh, no. Only to do that, you got to do a drop to the Cash App, to the PayPal. That's how you slap a hater, fam. But I appreciate the effort. You missed. I appreciate the effort, though. So I was right, 68. I'm really excited about this because I was just pulling the freaking number out of the sky. Literally. When did Planned Parenthood start? When did Planned Parenthood start? When did Planned Parenthood start? 70, 71, right? 70, 71, 72, right after Dr. Martin Luther King died. Go check and see what political party Dr. Martin Luther King was associated with. And now I'm going to explain to you how we became Democrats. Planned Parenthood. White women came over and convinced our women we was doing them wrong, and then convinced them that the Democratic Party was the right party for us, and we followed our women because back in the day, black men followed our women. We were the king of the castle, but our women had a lot of input. That's why we were married more than any other demographic in America. We were married at a higher percentage than any other demographic in America, leading up to the Planned Parenthood movement. These are facts. Literally bringing abortion to women separated the black family. These are facts. Why do you think older black women get so much respect in their family? Because we always respected the women because the women carried themselves a certain way. They were the matriarchs of the families. Nowadays, look at what they have our women doing. Look at the Sookies of the world. Look at the Sexyy Reds of the world. Which coincidentally, she spells her sexy S-E-X-Y-Y. 2 Y's because why? So I'm tired of people saying that the Democratic Party is our party. I want to know how we are better off voting for Democrats than Republicans. Explain it. And don't tell me about random crimes that's being committed in America. I'm talking about policy. Shout out to Rugi Hauser. They're putting abortion clinics and birth control in urban areas and fertility clinics in the suburbs. Did you really listen to what the brat said on why she has a white sperm donor? She went to a sperm clinic to get sperm. She said black dudes aren't even going to fertility clinics. She said black dudes isn't even going to fertility clinics. Now read what Rugi Hauser's saying. You putting abortion clinics and birth control in urban areas and fertility clinics in suburban areas. Pay attention. Pay attention. There's a reason why they want me off of the internet. Do you notice how often I talk? Yes, very low white birth rates. That is something that's an issue inside of their community also. Do you understand how often I'm talking about things that we need to really discuss and pay attention to? Nationally? What other person inside of our corner of YouTube talk about these things with the accuracy that I do? They may be able to discuss it more emotionally, but not more factually accurate. They definitely beat me on the emotional aspect because they in here talking all types of different crazy stuff. All types of different crazy stuff. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Anything except for me, obviously. What else y'all want to talk about? Or weigh in on this. One of the two. You think I'm going to get upset because somebody put in here my mother should have aborted me? You think I'm going to get upset? Because that doesn't even make sense to be something that I would get upset over. I don't even know that woman, by the way. Like, I don't even know her. Like, I mean, I know who she is. I've met her. I've hung out with her. But I don't even know her, man. Like, I don't know her. I wish her the best, by the way. I hope everything is going well with her. I hope everything is going well with her. Her husband, her new husband, I actually like him a lot. He's actually super cool. Hope everything's going well with him too. Yeah. Super cool. Super cool. Always been polite to me. Always invite me out to places when they got like events going. I'm gonna say something real quick. So this was always dope that my mother, and I didn't really realize that it was my mother and her husband type of event thing that they used to do. It didn't really click on until after they got older. But so when I get like in my teenage years, I find out that every summer they have like softball get-togethers. So my mother, we're just gonna stop for a second. So my mother loves baseball. She was a real big Jackie Robinson fan. She was obviously, she rooted for him when he was with the Brooklyn Dodgers, and then they became the Los Angeles Dodgers. I think she was alive at one time. In any regard, she rooted for him because he's the first black baseball player, and my mother loved baseball so much that in my backyard growing up, we had a pitcher's mound and a batter's box that could also be used to do barbecues and stuff on. Anyway, so I turned about 15, maybe the first time I went to any of their things. So they used to have a cookout at least once a year, where they would, everybody get together and they play softball. And I thought that was always dope. And it was lit too, because let me tell you this one particular time. So I'm a switch hitter, by the way. Like I'm talking about in baseball. So I can hit from both sides of the plate in baseball. So we go to go do an event. Now I can hit from both sides of my plate, but people always act like they know me. So they always, people are always trying to put a cap on you. So I got an older brother. This dude ain't never been around me. Like at this point in time, he ain't like remember, I lived alone when I was 8. So I don't really know him that well up until this point in my life. I'm probably about 16, 17. I don't really know him that well. So we go to I don't really know Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So we go to my mother and her husband's softball game. So while I'm practicing batting, I'm switching sides because I'm a switch hitter. I hit from both sides. I actually hit for percentage better from the left side. I hit for power better from the right side. From the left side, though, I see the ball better. So I hit for percentage way better. Like I could direct it with, like I'm a better actual average hitter from the left side. From the right side, I'm a better power hitter. So we playing or whatever, right? So I'm like, practicing. We taking our practice shots. I took my cuts from the right side. I gotta take my cuts from the left side. My hating ass older brother, just hating ass nigga, gonna come over there and tell me to go back to the other side. Just hating ass nigga, just hating. And just so we clear why I hit better from the left side. When I was a little kid, I got a brother, my next brother up older from my father. He's like 6 years from my father and my mother. He's 6 years older than me. So when we would play baseball, he would throw the ball as hard as he could possibly throw. And since he pitched the ball on the right-hand side, I literally had to go over to the left-hand side of the plate because his dumb ass would always try to throw the ball too hard for me to hit. So he'd just throw me fat. I'm freaking 4 years old. And he's 6 years older than me. So he's 10 and I'm 4. And he throwing the ball, fastball every single time. So I can never get a hit. You understand? Like he a dick. You understand what I'm saying? This is a real dick. And that's why even now when I play with the kids and I'm doing anything with children, I always give them a berth so they could get some success. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is about you getting better. This isn't about me showing you I'm better than you. So I always give them a berth so they can experience success because that'll help them fall in love with the game rather than, not fall out of love. In any regard, so we're at the softball game. Hold on, I'm going to tell this quick story. And I'm batting on my regular powerful side, my regular side right-hand hitter. So my mother's pitching. So she throws the pitch. Boom, I crush it. Bam! Shit go dumb high. The shit went so high that I'm not gonna lie, I just strutted to first base. I just strutted. It was like that was gone. I'm just strutting to first base. And so it's in one of those schools. So the schools that got like the 3-tier gates. So basically the way the field is like Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium has a short left field, a short right field porch. And like left field is like a canyon. So that's the way I bat. I bat to hit the ball home run over that side because I'm a Yankee. I'm a New Yorker. So when I'm playing baseball, I'm imagining I'm playing baseball inside of Yankee Stadium. So I have power to the other to the other way. You understand what I'm saying? So I got opposite field power because I grew up wanting to play in Yankee Stadium. So I grew up. I had to know how to hit the ball the opposite way. Because as a kid, I'm like, I'm going to be a Yankee one day. So that's just what I practice on. And from the left side, since I have less power, I'm more liable to pull the ball. You understand what I'm saying? But I can't hit the all fields. In any regard, I crush that pitch. Bam! The baseball, not the pitcher. I crush that pitch. Bam! The ball goes dumb high in the fly. So I'm just rounding the bases. And it goes so high that nobody moved. Like nobody moved. And the shit hit the top of the gate and fell back into play. And I had to round second and they threw it to third, but I was safe. I beat them. But I hit the shit so high that if I would have been running full speed the whole entire time, I would have just came all the way around and they would have had no way to catch me. That shit was hit high. So every single time after that, every single time I went to one of the softball events, my mother's husband was just so proud of me. And I never really had my father ever like brag on me to nobody ever. Like I never seen him like ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe once, maybe. But I've never really ever seen my father brag on me. So I always remember that in my heart to this day that my mother's husband was like bragging on me. Like I was his son. You know what I'm saying? Like that was lit. That was lit. I just showed up and it was like he could hit. It just put me in the game immediately. That was lit. Shout out to Sammy. Definitely appreciate you. That was lit. That was lit. Like, I don't really ever remember my father ever bragging on me. I remember, like, people bragging on me and my father, like, oh, he ain't that great. But, like, I never really had my father, like, brag on me. And this dude, I barely know him. Like, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him. But he was just bragging on me. That just made me feel real good. Shout out to that shit. Shout out to that shit. That shit was dope. That shit was lit. And then I think the year after that, my brother Jeff tore his Achilles at the same event, because there's basketball on the side and there's baseball field here, but there's also a basketball court. And I think my brother like tore his Achilles like the next year, because I didn't go the next year. It was like the next year, I think he tore his Achilles over there, Jeff. And that's one thing I can say. Like, we don't all try to do the same thing. And I think that's why me and my oldest brother don't work well in basketball. Because, you know, he got to be the guy that's in charge and everything. And he's not the better player anymore. He lost that title to me years ago. And he wasn't the better player no more, you know? I got to learn how to get that shit up. They gotta learn to give that shit up. Sometimes when I'm gonna say something, and this is the problem that I think people have. It's a pride issue. All right, I'm gonna answer that right now. This is a pride issue. I just want to say something real quick. But I don't understand how y'all can have people that you consider friends, family, whoever the fuck they are, and they're close to you and you care about them, and you're not happy for them when they win. Like, I just don't understand that. I'll be happy for people who ain't even my friends or family when they win. So I can't understand how y'all don't be happy for your own friends and your own family when they win. I don't know how people see that like they lost. I don't understand. Like, I get happy. I'm happy when other people win. I'm happy when people I don't even know win. I'm happy just seeing people win. So I don't understand how people could not be happy for people, you know, especially people you know. Like, I don't understand how you cannot be happy for them. Like I told you, I don't know. I just think I was born in the wrong time. I was just born in the wrong time. Like, this is just the wrong time for me. I was just born in the wrong time. Russell White says, back question, is the crime rate higher now than it was in New York? We're in New York. I need for you to, that question doesn't make sense. Is the crime rate higher now than it was? What you mean by than it was when? Give me a frame so I can get a little bit of understanding about what you're talking about. You're just saying was. Like, that doesn't make sense. That just doesn't make sense. Need for you to explain. That just doesn't make sense. I'm here, I'm listening, I'm waiting. And what you got to understand is I'm just erasing comment after comment of weirdos coming in here. So please, just as quick as possible, if possible. Do I think crime has calmed down? I think crime has changed. I think crime has changed. I'm not going to say crime has calmed down. I'm going to say I think crime has changed. That's what I'll say. It's changed. Because statistically, there's less crime, but they're pushing it like more crime is actually happening. So the Democrats pick and choose when they want to act like crime is a thing. So just recently, they put out a report saying that there's less murders this year and gun violence this year than it was last year at the same time, going up until August. That's what they just recently put out, right? So, all right, we look at that and we say, okay, that's good. There's less gun violence. But really, is there? Because we were shut down a while back. People weren't able to go outside. So there should have been maybe less crime than there was, is my point. So even though there's more crime now, is there? Because it was pretty bad when people weren't even supposed to go outside. The numbers are still complimentary. Does that make sense? So I don't know if there's less crime now. I guess you're asking me, do it feel safer? Yeah. I guess. Maybe it feels a little bit safer. But I mean, I can't really say that. Because see, I was living in the Bronx before. And if we just going like physically where I was living at when we first started this, there was people was getting shot in my block when I lived in the Bronx. People was getting shot in that neighborhood damn near every other day. There's way less crime in this neighborhood than there was in that one. Like, it's way less. It's not even close. I was living over there near Soundview. People was getting shot out there all year round. So, no, it's way less crime in that aspect. But then let's think about some other crimes real quick. Look at all of these civilians getting pushed into the train. I just hearing about people getting slashed and cut up and everything. So the fear element is more. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's the fear element is more. I don't know if there's more crime though. Because when I first started doing it 6-7 years ago, when we first started doing this, I was living in a block that the niggas was getting shot every other day, fam. We was on lives, primarily on Instagram, because I was going Instagram live a lot back then. We was on lives walking down the street on Instagram. All y'all hear is the cop cars going, sirens blaring back and forth. I was showing y'all, yo, look at that. Look, they got that whole street blocked off. Remember? I don't know who's here that was here back then. I used to show y'all that shit all the time on Instagram. And it wasn't just blocked off because, it was blocked off because somebody got shot. It was blocked off because somebody died. Like, that's what happened. It wasn't just, So I don't know. That's why I say, like, neighborhoods be bad for different reasons, Like, sometimes a neighborhood would just look bad because they got real bad drugs in that area. But the killing isn't that bad, so the cops don't come arrest people. You understand? The cops don't get the drug dealers off the block because niggas ain't getting killed out there right and left. But once people start getting killed out there right and left, the cops got to show up. They got to start throwing people in jail. The first people that they're going to start throwing in jail is the people that's the drug dealers. Why? Because the drug dealers know who killed who, and you're not telling nobody, so we're going to put you up on these charges. It is what it is, fam. I'm telling you how it works. Why do you think I keep telling y'all got to stop killing fools? If you stop killing fools, the cops is going to go disappear. But then I'm telling you that because I don't want you to kill each other. But at the same time, I don't want our blocks to look like Philly. Philly looks terrible. Please don't bring those drugs over here. Whatever that shit they got going on in Philly, please leave that out in Philly. Don't bring that over here. Russell said he wouldn't be looking for an apartment. Yeah, I don't think you're going to find a ranch in New York City. The few says, if you're talking about a ranch house, then you're not going to, I don't know, maybe in Queens somewhere. The few said, but we don't make those homes in New York City. Ranch houses are generally made places where you might have a flooding issue and a earthquake issue or a natural disaster type issue. So they don't want you to build the house too high and there's no basements or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's generally why they have ranch houses, or the purpose in which why there's some areas where you can only build ranch housing. For anybody that wanted to know. The few says, I've seen there's a new thing in New York City. Dudes have ghost cars. License plates can't be tracked. They use them for crimes, etc. Oh, I saw this thing where they got these dudes that they riding in the cars, and then there's like a little flap goes over the license plate so they don't have to pay tolls and shit like that. I thought that was crazy. But to be perfectly honest with you, let's say what it is. In New York City, I'm talking about the tolls thing specifically. in New York City, they're trying to charge people for going down to Lower Manhattan. I think that's bananas. I think that's insane. But what they really want to do is they're trying to change all of the way that Manhattan is in general. They don't want cars down there. Shout out to Black Power Cross. He says the home of Larry Davis stand up. Oh, the home of Larry Davis stand up. Yeah, I read that wrong. Use comments, please. Yes, the Bronx, the home of Larry Davis. That's a fact. So, those people are gonna come in here and try to shame you any minute. I'm just letting you know. If that's the real Black Power Cross, they're gonna come in here and try to shame you any minute. You don't gotta leave if you don't want, but if you do, it's fine. So I don't know if New York is more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I do know this: if you're not from the Bronx, I wouldn't encourage you to go there, because it's like, if you're not from LA, if you don't know where to go, I wouldn't encourage you to go there. You know? Especially because, a lot of times people like to think every New York borough is like, if you black, you could go. Nah, because there's parts of the Bronx that it's not necessarily predominantly black, fam. You're gonna go over there, you're gonna do some weirdo shit by accident. You don't even mean nothing. You're gonna get problems with the wrong people for dumb reasons that don't even mean nothing. That shit happens, man. I am saying that this happens off of the pretenses. I'm not talking about black people specifically, but for the people that don't understand for how many years Puerto Ricans and Dominicans have been at each other's throats. So in New York City, in the Bronx, like, you could just go places and them niggas is just outside fighting, fam. No reason, nobody's calling this. They just outside fighting, fam. Am I lying? Is there any Bronx people in here? Am I capping, or is this real talk? They'll just be outside fighting. Maybe it's two Dominican guys, maybe it's two Puerto Rican guys, whatever the fuck. They'll be out there fighting. We don't know why. We black. Mind your business. Oh, hey, they just be outside fighting, fam. Let's be outside fighting. See, the Bronx just has like every race and every culture of people. And so a lot of times people come through and don't understand that we just all get along. You understand? Like, the Bronx is different. Like, we all get along. Like, you'll see, like, it's people that belong to their same demographic fight with each other more than people that are separate demographics. You understand what I'm saying? And the Bronx is like one of the, with, people. New York is just a place in general where people will yell and then keep it pushing because everybody got more important things to do. You understand what I'm saying? So niggas will stay there and argue with you for a minute and keep it pushing. That's the thing that's not happening no more. Because y'all niggas is busy arguing with people that don't got nothing to lose. Y'all busy out here arguing with people who probably don't want to be here no more. Y'all busy out here arguing with people that's trying to find a way. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, so you might have a responsibility or something to do. You might be headed to work, but that other guy, he's not headed to work. You understand? He's not even headed nowhere. He has no plans, no desires, no nothing. You just allow for him to focus on you. Now you got to deal with him. You understand what I'm saying? Or deal with her. You understand what I'm saying? But, I would encourage, if you're moving to New York City, I'm not going to tell you not to. I mean, especially if it's something for business, I'm not going to tell you not to. We're not going to do that. New York is a beautiful place to live. Yeah, I want to go to LA. They say don't wear Yankees hats or nothing out there. Dude, if you're in the wrong spot in LA, they're gonna shoot first, ask questions later. All right? That's one thing that I'm happy that we don't really got to deal with in New York City. Like, if somebody don't know who you are, they aren't just gonna jump on you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, literally, one of the first things niggas is gonna say, yo, who the fuck is that? You understand what I'm saying? They're not gonna just jump on you. You might know somebody. They might jump on you, and then, our politics over here is different. You know what I'm saying? you don't never know who nobody is. Like, niggas is not out there wearing their brand on them as much as somebody might be doing in LA. Also over here in New York, people do feel away if you go after a citizen. You understand what I'm saying? And that's, I think, I don't know how that goes in LA. I'm not out there, but out here, like, you go after a regular citizen, especially if it's for no reason, people feel away, fam. That's how a lot of these Ricos be starting. Also, y'all be perfectly fine doing weirdo shit crimes against other organizations. The police don't come get you because sometimes when you do a crime against those guys, that helps them get more information on maybe you or maybe them. So they just leave the case open and they just keep investigating. But once you go do a crime against a regular citizen, now they got to shut everything down and niggas got to get locked up. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all got to stay away from them idiots. I'm not trying to help you stay out in the street to commit crimes. I'm hoping that, you're not going to do something that's going to, hurt. No, I don't want you to hurt other people. I want you to rethink your career path. That's all. I'm not trying to be like, yo, let's keep all of the criminals outside free. No, I just want you to rethink your career path. That's all. I want you to win, fam. I want you to win. I don't care. Go follow a dream. Just don't let the dream be illegal. Whatever your dream is, go follow it. Whatever your dream is. I didn't realize how often it was that there were people that didn't even have dreams. There's a lot of people that don't even have dreams, fam. So that you got to understand, that's why they attack your dreams. They don't have no dreams of their own. They don't even know how it feels to have a dream. They got wishes, things that they wish they were, but they don't have dreams. Dreams is something you put time and energy into. Wishes is something you just make. You just make a wish. But a dream, you put time and energy into. You put perspiration into a dream. You put effort into a dream. You understand? A lot of people don't got dreams. They got wishes. They wish they was an actor. They wish they was a rapper. You understand? They wish they did YouTube. They don't put no time or energy into it. And that goes for some of the people that are actually making videos also. You understand what I'm saying? They're not putting no time or energy. They just wishing. They see somebody else putting time and energy into it, they hate them. You know what I'm saying? Because they doing something that they can't do because it's not in them. God didn't give them vision. You understand? God didn't give them vision. You understand what I'm saying? So since God didn't give them any vision, they got to try to make it off of somebody else's vision. You understand? Imagine somebody that all of their content is talking about one other individual. Just think about that for a minute. That means that God didn't give them no vision. That means that God isn't talking to them. Then now go look at somebody who comes up with ideas and concepts, basically on their own. That's because God has given them vision. It's because God has the hand on them. It's not hard to tell who God is actively in the life of. Man. It's so simple and it's so easy. But we have been tricked into thinking different, So many people have been tricked into not necessarily thinking in a manner that's going to be conducive with them being productive in the society. And they trying to trick as many other people as possible. Because that's, they working for Satan. What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Excuse me. What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. What time is it? I clicked the damn button. Let's see what time it is. It's kind of windy outside. It was a little bit bright outside. I go stand outside, maybe. I mean, there's places I could stand where I don't have to worry about random assholes coming over to me. I think that's what it'd be. It'd be like, I don't want to have to deal with it. Yeah, it's really windy outside. Yeah. It's supposed to be staying steady somewhere between 13 to 15 miles an hour today. Like so between 13 to like 16 mile an hour winds today. It's supposed to be somewhere between there. That's another reason why I can shoot so well. This is the wind that I grew up shooting in. Like I grew up shooting in this. I grew up playing in a park that used to be so windy that there was just times that you just had to take the ball to the basket if you was gonna play today. You ain't really had a choice. You had to take the ball to the basket. It's just that's what it is. I grew up playing basketball in back of Yankee Stadium. The wind just whips around the stadium like this. If you've ever been to a stadium, you know what the hell I'm talking about. What does UAP mean? Oh, boom, there you go. First of all, if you believed in the Most High, you wouldn't talk to anybody like that. Nevertheless, me, who's in here constantly preaching about the Bible. Also, Satan believes in the Most High. You do know that, right? Satan literally believes in the Most High. Literally, Satan believes in the Most High. So believing in the Most High doesn't mean anything. Are you actively participating in trying to make yourself the best version of you that you can? You can't be because you came in here and disrespected me for no reason. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I pray to God that he could remove these satanic demons from my life. Satan, I rebuke you. I pray that God steps into my life, brings me into the light, and allows for me to be able to reap some of the rewards that Satan is trying to deny me. I pray that all of you are not led astray by Satan's activities, whether it be something that happens on this channel or something that happens anywhere else out in your life outside of the BBN spectrum. I pray that the individuals that want all of these negative things to befall other individuals, that God returns all of those actions back to the sender. I pray that everyone in here, whether they be malice-hearted or not, have the Lord shine his light on them and brings them the type of judgment that their actions deserve, whether it is reward or whether it is punishment. Amen. Waiting for the lunch thing to open up. I'm not sure what I'm gonna eat there today, but we're gonna go look and see what they made at the lunch menu today. I hope there's some. I hope he made some. What I could really go for is the baked ziti. I hope they have some kind of lobster. I mean lobster. Some kind of. I was thinking lasagna. Some type of pasta. I was thinking lasagna and pasta at the same time, and I said lobster. Some type of lasagna would be good too. Even the meatless lasagna. I would go for that. But I hope they make some pasta today. He used to make pasta every Friday, specifically because I had asked him. But, our budget wasn't allowing for us to go and have lunch there. So I feel real bad. He probably thought I was being ungrateful, but I really wasn't. And I'm going to make sure I wait until they open all the way up so I don't got to stand there and be harassed by nobody while I'm standing in front of the thing. Also, I'm only going to order my food when it's empty. I'm not standing over there near nobody. if somebody come over there, I'm gonna let them order first. I'm not getting into nothing with nobody over nothing. Anybody wanna anything else you want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We got a couple more minutes. I mean, I could just end the live, to be honest with you. I'm fine. We can have a couple more minutes. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. But if I don't end the live before I go to the store, I'll go to the store with y'all. But yeah, I'm just gonna avoid everything. So that's what I do. I just avoid people. I literally just want to be able to make enough money so I could just be by myself and never have to go order food. I don't gotta go outside. That's literally, fam. I just want to never have to go around people. I haven't had a drink in so long. It's Friday. This Friday, isn't it? I'm supposed to get some things done. We have some other, this other content I'm working on. I can't tell y'all what it is because it's for a different page doing a different thing. But there's other content I've been working on. I'm gonna actually use an AI voice. I'm not gonna use my own voice. I'm not gonna use none of our imagery. It's not gonna be nothing BBN. It's just gonna be something else totally different. So that's what I'm gonna be working on. Something totally different on a totally different page, doing a totally different thing. I'm not going to have nothing Jack Frost attached to it. I'm going to write out a script, and I'm going to put that script inside of an AI voice generator. That's what we're doing. And I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of other shit also, by the way. But that's what we're doing. That's what we've been working on. So so I get to talk about other things that I like sports, movies, stuff like that, and there's no way that these other people could follow me around. So that's what we're doing. I'm not even gonna have it attached to my. I'm gonna go get a whole different everything, a whole different AdSense everything. I'm not gonna have no way, no shape, no form is the two things gonna be attached. I have a movie out. I have no idea what you're talking about. I need you to be way more specific than that. I don't have a movie though. I don't know. So I don't know what you're talking about. You may be talking about a movie I was posting that somebody else did. Yeah, I don't have a movie out though. But I was posting Foot in the Ass Entertainment's movie that he had. I was posting that and posting stuff from him. You know, just doing regular promotion shit. And then somebody convinced him to stop paying me for the promotion that I was doing because apparently I was scamming him or something while I was actually doing this. So I don't get it. No, he felt the way, so it's cool. I don't have no beef with him. But when you got 30, 40 people sitting around trying to convince one person to not donate to another person, you got 30, 40 people. Sooner or later, you know, they're going to be able to do and or say something that's going to work. You know, it is what it is. One person is going to come be supportive to the fan channel. Then they're going to convince that person to leave. And then maybe one other person. So I only really have like one or two people that's ever supporting this platform at any given time. So it is what it is. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I want to go to the damn thing. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I literally have a person who's mad at somebody else because the other person is making videos about me. And instead of them go talk about that person, they rather talk about me and how they mad at that person for making videos about me. But they won't talk about that person. You understand how these people got mental health disorders? What the fuck? Anything y'all want to talk about, fam? Because if these are the only people in here talking to me, I'm about to go. Be honest with you. I don't really care for this. I'm going to go work on another project. I got other things I'm doing, fam. I'm going to give y'all a second to see if anybody else is going to comment. If not, I'm out of here. I've already been in here for 2 hours. I'm having a pretty good day. I don't want to deal with it. Is there anybody else in here or just the people that hate me? I'm going to give them, I guess, a minute or two more. I don't want to do a Tonight Show because the only people that's going to be in here commenting is the people that hate me. That's it. That's the only people that's going to be in here. Y'all say do a Tonight Show, and then if I do a Tonight Show, the only people that's going to pull up is the people that hate me. I'm not going to have no support at all. Only the people that hate me. So please stop asking me to do a Tonight Show. Because y'all know y'all not going to show up. And y'all know I'm going to have zero support. And y'all know I'm just going to get hate. So it don't even make sense for me to do a Tonight Show. It don't even make sense. Do I be thinking about it? Yeah, I be thinking about it. And then when I get ready to do it, I say, well, I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to open up the show. It's only going to be people hating on me. I'm going to have zero support from anybody. So what sense does that make? It don't make sense. Yeah, across the street, it was a shooting that happened around the video shoot. If you know anything about rap music and hip hop artists and shit like that, there's a good chance that the two things are connected. And also a day or two before that happened, some dude named Psycho Bob that's locked up in jail that runs with Sniper Gang, I believe. His mother got the unlifed. I have no idea if she's beefing with anybody. We wouldn't know. I guess the bigger question is did she pay? Did she did she tap in? I guess that's the bigger question. Did she tap in? And if she did, who she tapped in with? I think that's the bigger question. I don't know how to be beefing with anybody. Also, when is females beefing to the point that somebody should get shot? That's why it was so crazy when that girl got shot from Memphis. You know, the father is currently on trial if he didn't already plead in the Young Dolph situation. And then she got killed in Memphis. So, you know what I'm saying? Because it's rare. Like, when do they kill female rappers, fam? Like, that's not even a thing that happens. And with that being said, some of the female Instagram chicks and female rappers are constantly being accused of setting up the male rappers to have negative things happen to them, or working for the feds, or whatever the case might be. So there's a lot going on over there. There's just no telling. This could have just been a situation that just happened because they was in Florida, and I think that's just as liable as this could be a situation that happened because somebody did a thing and it was retaliation. I think that they're both just as liable. I think that no one knows enough information on this to be able to ascertain why it happened. At least not publicly. It hasn't been put out publicly yet. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we publicly know enough about any of this to be able to tell why it happened specifically. That's what I'm saying. Anything else? Because there's no reason for me to be here. I've been having a great couple of days, and I think I want to go back to being by myself. So, I don't really want to be here right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I want to go back to being by myself. Anything else y'all want to talk about? If the place already had lunch ready and everything, I would have already probably done well. If we would have walked or not, maybe already wait. But I know the lunch ain't ready yet, so I'm waiting. That's the only reason why we're still in the live, because we're so close to the lunch being ready. Other than that, I would have got off already. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Yeah, appreciate you, Will. Also, I haven't demanded anybody do anything. Anyway, don't matter, because it don't matter. When people lie, everybody believes the lies. Nobody believes the actual thing that happened, so it doesn't matter. Is there anything else y'all want to talk to me about? If not, I'm gonna get up out of here. King Will's leaving. That's the last person that talked. Did anybody else got anything else to say? If not, I'm just gonna get up out of here. I'll give y'all a minute. And no, I'm not gonna do no Tonight Show, because why? So I could just do a show with all, and I just got the people that hate me is the only people that's commenting. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. So no, I'm not gonna be doing a Tonight Show. I be wanting to though, but no, I'm not gonna do that. That don't make sense. That's backwards. I'm not gonna get any type of support, and there's gonna be no comments except for hate. Why in the fuck would I do that? That don't make sense. I never wanted to do a Tonight Show in the beginning. I never wanted to do a Tonight Show. Somebody said, do a Tonight Show, try it out. You got to talk about this thing tonight. I talked about it, and then y'all, people in the community, kept asking for a Tonight Show. So I brought a Tonight Show because the people in the community wanted it. And they were supporting the Tonight Show. They made it worthwhile of me doing the Tonight Show. It's not worthwhile for me to do the Tonight Show now. Why am I doing the Tonight Show? To just get abused? That don't make sense. So that's it, right? We done? All right. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.